What's up guys, V here, and in today's video I want to show you some great gift ideas for gamers and PC enthusiasts for the 2022 holiday season. Now in this video I will have tons of recommendations that you can use, but mostly this video is also for just ideas of what you can look for in case you have no idea what to get, or maybe you just don't know whether that specific product is good or not. So I'm going to try to guide you and give you an idea of what to look for. So first, I'll start off by saying this video will be broken down into categories, and I'll have timestamps down in the description in case you'd like to skip around and save some time. Each category will have a few options, and everything I show in this video will be linked down in the description as well. Now, with all that being said, let's get right into category number 1, which is setup accessories. So the first thing on this list will be the Govee wall glides. This is a really awesome app controlled wall light that can really take any space to a new level. I have mine set up behind my monitor, as you can see, and it really just gives a nice touch to the whole setup. Now, if you don't like the wall glide, Govee also makes a ton of other wall lights, and I highly recommend their products overall. I'll list a few of their products in the description for you to check out. And also, Nanoleaf also makes some really cool wall lights, so I'll list some of those as well. Now, number 2 on this list will be this monitor light bar. It may not be as cool as the Govee lights, but this little light bar is super useful to light up your desk for when you're gaming or working in the dark. It lights up everything in front of you, and it has a wireless remote that can change the color temperature and the brightness. This is also really nice for people that may be doing homework or other work at their computer and need a little bit of extra light directly in front of them. The one I have is a budget model at around $40, but I'll have a few options listed in the description. And with that, we're off to number 3 on this list. So for number 3, we'll talk about keyboard and mouse pads. There are lots of options out there, but the one I personally have and absolutely love is the Corsair MM700, which has 2 USB ports on it that I personally use for my gaming mouse and keyboard, but can be used for basically anything. So it's pretty nice. It just doesn't charge anything, so keep that in mind. There are lots of options out there, of course, and they all run in different price ranges, so I'll list a few down in the description as well. Next, we'll talk about 4th on this list, which is a headphone hanger. Now, this is a headphone hanger that's super convenient and helps declutter your desk setup. The one I have is only $9, so it's a perfect add-on gift, and it mounts directly to the bottom of the desk, and you just basically hang your headphones on it when not in use. There are other options out there, especially the ones with RGB lighting that sit on your desk. Those are a bit more pretty and stuff, but if you have somebody that doesn't have a huge desk and doesn't want to take up desk space with their headphones, this little hanger is the perfect option. Now, the last thing we'll talk about in this category is a gaming chair or some sort of ergonomic chair. I personally don't like gaming chairs. I'm a bigger guy and they're just super uncomfortable to me. That's just personal preference. I know a lot of people that do love them, including my brother. I personally prefer to go with ergonomic gaming chairs, or I don't really consider them a gaming chair, but the one I have is by Tempur-Pedic. They're usually a little more comfortable and they just overall feel better quality, in my personal opinion. Now, with that, we can move on to category number 2, which is peripherals. Peripherals? Did I say that right? I don't know. Anyways, basically keyboards, mice, headsets, etc. So first on this list will be gaming mice. If you have a person that loves gaming and doesn't have a great mouse, a gaming mouse would be a game changer. I won't get too much into the technical details about that, but to help you understand, the reason this is a game changer is because of the time it takes the mouse to send a signal to the PC and do its inputs. Basically speaking, a gaming mouse just does everything much faster than other mice, so it's kind of the perfect gift, and that's kind of why I say it's a game changer, which is also why I listed it first on this category. Now, the prices on these things can range from like $20 to $250. So, you know what? I'll list the best ones that I know of in different price ranges. And honestly, you'll be shocked that one of the best ones available is also one of the cheapest. It's pretty wild. First one I'll talk about is the one that I personally own, which is the Razer Naga Pro. This is around $100 at time of recording. But the plus side about this one is that it has swappable side plates, which are all individually programmable based on the type of games you play. So if you have a gamer that plays tons of different type of games like MMOs or FPS games, this one could be really cool. It's a bit heavier, and with the current trend of lightweight mice and smaller mice. So next I'll list two of the best mice out there in terms of weight, balance, and response time. And the first one is going to be the Razer Viper Mini. This is probably the fastest mouse out there, and it's super cheap at only $22 at time of recording. That's insane considering it's one of the best. This is the mouse I'd personally recommend, especially for people just getting started. Not that it's a bad mouse in any way, it's actually one of the fastest censored. It has one of the fastest sensors out there basically. It's just a really good mouse all around. Now, it doesn't feel too premium and it's not wireless, but it's super good for any gamer out there. Now, the final mouse I'll talk about is probably the best overall in each category, which is the Logitech G Pro X Superlight. It's pricey at around $140, but definitely worth its price. It's also super fast, just like the Razer Viper Mini, and it's super lightweight, it's wireless, and it's super high quality. It's a very good mouse. Now, let's move on to second on this list, which is keyboard. Same concept here as the mice, but I'll list my favorites in different price ranges. My personal keyboard is the Razer Black Widow V3 Pro with yellow switches and white keycaps. It's wireless, it's fast, it's RGB, and the yellow switches are really great that I personally love a lot. It's priced at $190 currently, but does go on sale, and I'd keep my eye out during the holidays. Now, if you're looking to get a keyboard that works great and is low budget, I recommend the Razer Synosa. It's a good keyboard to pair with the Viper Mini, and it comes in at around $40, which is really great. That's all the keyboards I'll personally list in this video just to not take up too much space. But if you're looking for a keyboard, I will list some brands to look out for because all these brands typically make very good keyboards and mice and headsets and all that stuff. So these are all the brands to look out for: Logitech Gaming, Corsair, Razer, SteelSeries, and HyperX for like microphones and stuff. All these brands are really good and I highly recommend them. So if you buy anything from any of these brands, typically you'll get something high quality and worth the money. Now, custom keyboards are great as well, so that's something you can do your own research on, but I won't personally talk about it just because I personally don't use them and have no experience with them, although I do hear that they can be top tier keyboards, so that's something to keep in mind. As a final note, keycaps for the keyboard can be a nice gift as well. So if you see some cool keycaps that go well with the keyboard, I personally say go for it. As I mentioned before, I have this keyboard with some white keycaps for a custom look and I personally love it. So in category number 1, I talked about the headphone holder, but if they don't have headphones, then that's pretty useless. So let's move on to number 3 on this list, which will be headphones. I personally have the Logitech G733, which is wireless and has amazing surround sound, which is great for content and for gaming. They're super comfortable and they have RGB lighting if you're into that. These come in at around $120 currently, but Logitech also has a budget version, which is the Logitech G335, which is wired, but they also came out with a new budget version, which is the G435, which again is the one I would recommend overall for most people. It's a great little headset and I absolutely love it. Now let's move on to number 4 on this list, which is a mix of stuff specifically for content creators and streamers. If your person is looking to be a streamer or a content creator and you're looking for a gift for them, I got you. All the gifts mentioned earlier will be great gifts as well, but for a content creator, they will need a bit more hardware to make the best content. Here, I'll list a few mics, cameras, lighting, and equipment that are perfect for streamers and content creators. Let's start with a great microphone. The HyperX Quadcast mics are top notch and look amazing. Logitech mics are also great, and the brands mentioned before also make some great mics. I don't have too much experience with these type of mics, which is why I haven't listed many. Next, they might need a camera. Webcams work fine for streamers getting started, and the Elgato Facecam is a good start. Logitech also makes some good webcams for starters. Your person may also want some lighting, so a good place to start is to search for streaming key light or something along those lines. Logitech and Elgato have some nice stream lights available that range in price and size and very well reviewed, so these might be a great option. If they're really into streaming, a Stream Deck is another great option for a gift. Elgato makes make some very nice stream decks, but you can find others with great reviews. Again, this video is more so for ideas of things you can buy rather than me trying to sell you a specific product. Alright, so I think that's all for peripherals. So let's move on to category number 3, which is PC components. Now, this is a hard thing to gift since it's hard to know what they have, what they want, need, and what's compatible with their PC. So I recommend getting gift receipts just in case. First thing on this list is RGB strips. These can make a PC light up and look really cool. There's plenty of options. I recommend like these RGB strips from Easy DIY and these RGB cables from Lee. I'll list a few options in the description like always. Next on this list is fans. With or without RGB fans, they move air through the PC to cool it down, and it's a perfect gift if this person needs or wants some new fans. I recommend the Lee SL120 fans since they are very easy to install and they're absolutely beautiful. Also, they are very compatible with many PCs, so that might be the perfect gift. Again, I'll list other options down below. These next PC parts I list will be hard to know if it's compatible with their PC if you don't know much about PCs, so buy with caution and a gift receipt. I won't go very much into details about this stuff, so I'll give you examples of things you can buy and then you can kind of do your own research. I don't want to make it too, complicated for you. So I figured to list these in the video regardless because some people might know a thing or two and they might want to buy something, especially if their kid or husband or wife or somebody has been saying, hey, I really need a storage upgrade or a RAM upgrade or whatever it is. So I'll just list these and we'll move on. So the first thing you can look for is storage options. There are NVMe SSDs, SATA powered SSDs, and HDDs, all for storage. The only thing I will say is the SATA SSDs are probably the most compatible with the widest range of PCs, so that's a good place to start. Next up will be computer RAM. Only thing I'll really say is if the PC is more modern, probably within the last 5 years or so, DDR4 RAM will be the most compatible. 3200 to 3600 megahertz is what to look for in terms of best compatibility. But again, get a gift receipt and maybe, if it doesn't work out, you can always exchange it. Next up is going to be a GPU upgrade. Now, this is the upgrade of all upgrades, basically. A GPU upgrade is like the most amazing thing you can get on Christmas. So that's something to keep in mind. They are very expensive, anywhere from $250 all the way up to $2,000. So it really depends on your budget. And, I would try to find out what this person is looking for if possible and go from there. I would personally recommend the RTX 3060 Ti, but you can go lower or higher if you really want to. There's a lot of options out there. I'll list a few down in the description. There are lots of different PC components out there, but that's all I'll list in this video so we can move on to category number 4. Category number 4 is going to be a whole PC system. A pre-built PC from NZXT will make a kid's dreams come true. By kids, I mean anyone, honestly, including myself. There are lots of pre-built PC brands out there, and I will list several in the description. Another option is to find someone selling a used gaming PC or someone who builds custom PCs, or even go to Micro Center or Best Buy or something, and you can get a either custom PC built for you or just find a pre-built PC there and you're good to go. One thing to remember about PC gaming is it's the best type of gaming because you got a PC now. They can do homework, they can do so many things on a PC. It's very universal. So very cool to have that. Don't think of it as just a gaming PC. If you do go get a whole system, don't forget about the monitor, keyboard, and mouse. As mentioned before, these can range in price by a whole lot, but here's the basic you need to know about monitors. 1080p Full HD is perfectly fine, but you can go up all the way up to 4K if you want to. The key to look for, especially if this person's a gamer, is a high FPS like 144 Hertz or higher and lower response times like 1 millisecond. So those are the two key things to really look for and go from there. Now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the final part of this video, which is gift cards. Don't be ashamed to get a gift card for this person. You can always give them a gift card to a tech store like Best Buy, Micro Center, Newegg, or even Amazon. Then they can come and watch this video and decide what they really need and or want and make a very good educated purchase. If you want to play it safe, you can get them some PC fans or a mouse and keyboard or something and then give them a gift card for the rest. As always, feel free to comment down below with questions and I will try to answer as quick as possible. Also, if you need more help, feel free to message me on Instagram or Twitter at buildswithv. I'll do my best to help you and as quickly as possible. I'm personally not shipping PCs due to the risk of loss and damage and stuff like that, but if you're local to me in the Northeast Ohio area, I'm more than happy to build you a custom PC. I can even go to Micro Center with you and help you pick out what you need for a fee. Gas ain't cheap. Now, I hope this video helped you with your gifting or even your own purchases, and if it did, I'd appreciate a like and comment. If you like content like this, feel free to subscribe. It's always free. And with that, my name is V. Peace.